DC Super Friends, Bad Weather. Bad weather.
Papa, you know then I touch my leg with your phone and it says something.
You did?
Yeah, that like.
Okay, let's continue reading. Gotham City's baseball team was in the middle of a game when suddenly cold rock-hard hail crashed down on the field. Chaboom! Don't worry, I've got the bases covered, Green Lantern said. With his power ring, he formed a giant umbrella over the field. Thanks for the save, replied the coach. That storm just came out of nowhere. Meanwhile, in Gotham Harbor, Aquaman was battling a fierce storm. That ship is out of control, he said. Using his powers to talk to sea creatures, Aquaman asked some whales to tow the ship to shore. Nearby, Hawkman scooped up a boat. Looks like you could use a lift, he said. Not far away, ice crept over the city's biggest bridge. Superman realized the bridge was going to break into two. The Man of Steel used his heat vision to repair the damaged bridge. Yay, Superman! The people cheered. At that same moment, the Flash was using his super speed to save two children caught in a dangerous lightning storm. Hold on tight, said the Flash, as he dodged the deadly bolts.
The children is holding a dog and he's also kicking a dog and then the bad guy.
Yes, you're right. At a nearby worksite, Batman and Robin had their hands full dealing with a flash flood. These storms can't be natural, Batman said. As soon as these workers are safe, we'll need to find out who's behind all this bad weather. Back at the ball field, Green Arrow spotted a couple of ice-cold criminals. Leaving the game so soon? He asked as he released two arrows. Pew pew! The arrows tripped up the thieves and pinned the stolen cash to the wall. In his hideout, Mr. Freeze looked over his stolen loot. Your backpack weather machine worked like a charm, said one crook. The Super Friends were so busy with the storms, we took whatever we wanted. What about the money from the baseball game? Asked Mr. Freeze. The thugs didn't know. No matter, replied Mr. Freeze. We now have enough to create a weather machine that can freeze the whole world. In the Batcave, Batman was busy putting the clues together. There has to be a connection between all of this strange weather, said Batman. And I found it. The storms have hit every inch of Gotham City except for the zoo. Batman radioed Superman. I found a satellite that is sending powerful energy waves towards Gotham City. I need you and Green Lantern to check it out while the rest of the Super Friends take a trip to the zoo. When Superman and Green Lantern found the satellite, it whirred to life and attacked them. They found a satellite, which increases the effects of my weather machine, Mr. Freeze shouted. We can't let them find us too. Time to make our escape. The villain and his crew quickly packed his ice sled with all the stolen loot. Mr. Freeze blasted out of his hideout just as Hawkman arrived on the scene. Do not try to escape, ordered Hawkman. Then, without warning, he was hit with a freeze ray. The winged warrior was trapped in a block of ice and falling fast. Suddenly, Green Arrow leaped from the shadows. He launched a safety net arrow, saving Hawkman seconds before he hit the ground. The Flash raced in just as Mr. Freeze unleashed a whirling tornado. Foolish Flash, shouted Freeze. Did you think catching me would be so easy? When the other heroes arrived, Mr. Freeze used his weather machine to shoot icicles at the dynamic duo. Then he created hurricane force winds to hold Superman and Green Lantern back. With the weather at my command, nothing can stop me, Not even the super friends, bragged the icy villain. Time to team up, said Batman. Robin, let's take out those threads. Good job, said Superman. Now I'll use my heat vision to melt the freeze cannon. And I'll deliver the knockout punch, added Green Arrow. Bullseye! Woof! Mr. Freeze fell backward, smashing his backpack weather machine. As the machine fizzled out, so did the wild weather. Sorry to rain on your parade, Green Arrow told Mr. Freeze.
Why police car here?
To catch Mr. Freeze, darling. But neither snow nor heat nor ice will keep the super friends from delivering bad guys like you to justice. The end.